When black people march, you need to encourage others to join. Along the way, you need to pick up stragglers. Just some people who get into the rhythm as you move past. Some guys are just there as you walk past. House, give up, house, give up, house, give
What's up, y'all? This is What the Podcast.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
If y'all were previously tuned in to Versus Red Meth, we don't blame you.
We was too.
Who was in that? Had to hear that good. Rockwaller real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. It's too much. I'm gonna have to go rewatch because I missed some of it.
Yeah, so did I. And I'm mad about it. So I'm mad. I was too glued to CNN.
Yeah, as we all were for a good reason.
Yeah.
Again, if you didn't know, this is What the Podcast. I'm your host, Nightlife. I'm gonna go around the horn. Right next to me over here is Sandman.
What up?
Producer extraordinaire. To the lower side of me, D-Rock, comedian extraordinaire.
What's up with y'all, man? Happy 420 to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Happy to be back. I missed the last show. I'm happy to be back, man. What's up with y'all?
Yes, sir.
And in the diagonal box in the corner, we got Sam I Am this evening. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing really good today.
That was good it's good to have everybody. We are at full strength this time. You know, D-Rock is out there handling business.
Yes. We need to hear everybody's opinions on things.
Yes, definitely.
D was out there killing it on the chilling circuit.
Bro, let me stop right there, bro. I got a chance to go to D's show, bro.
How was it?
Yeah.
That brother is hilarious, bro. I was dying for real. And I don't know how many of your comedian buddies gonna see this. So
if they watching, they watching. It's all good.
I apologize in advance, bro. You killed it. Like honestly, I was like, give D more time. And honestly, I wasn't just saying that. I'm not just saying that because you're my boy. Because honestly, if you was some trash out of time, I told you.
You told me that too. I was like, man, I appreciate you being honest. I'd rather you be honest. Fuck that.
I literally was crying laughing.
Yeah,
it was hilarious, bro.
Appreciate it.
D-Rock, he's the truth. He is funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Thank you. Hey, man, like you said, I'm just trying to get more time, man. When somebody give me my time, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah, those of you who are joining or have joined, make sure you share the stream.
Please
we can consistently double the number. Those of you joining us on Twitch, hey. Those of you who are joining us on YouTube, hey.
What up?
Facebook, what up?
YouTube, you know everything.
Saying?
We everywhere.
Yeah. We trying to be everywhere like Visa. You know what I'm saying? We're getting there.
I got a Visa.
You got a Visa? We should all have Visas. Some important cards.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So this is a joyous occasion in some aspects. I think it's still somber because of what happened to get us here. But we have to recognize the verdict today. Chauvin found guilty on 3 counts. All charges. Justice is served.
Justice.
You know, the realness of it is that a man didn't have to die for this to happen. George Floyd did not have to die for this to happen.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have died.
But hopefully we're in the era of accountability now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was historic. It was absolutely historic. I think this is the first trial where they have just shown all different angles of video. I mean, there was no way around it. You couldn't tell me anything else about it. We saw for ourselves. And so, yeah, they made the right decision.
Yeah, I mean,
part of the problem with that was that I remember the Rodney King verdict.
Me too.
We were saying the same thing.
That's true.
Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. There's no way these cops can get off.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got a couple different things I want to talk about with this, man. First thing,
Yes,
I got home, right? I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
I actually had a meeting. I actually had a meeting with I'll say his name. I had a meeting with Stolen Drums. Just on some other stuff, man. And like he I had a set meeting up with him before I found out that the verdict was about to come down. And I was watching it all the way home. I got home, and then they said that the verdict was about to happen. And they announced the verdict, and I did not think I was going to react in the manner in which I did. I literally jumped up and down and was like, yeah, yes. And like, it's going to sound crazy, but understand this weight that's been on me since we found out. I literally yelled almost to the point of like a battle cry, like I was trying to get rid of something. Like I yelled, like it was. I was so excited that it was. We finally got justice. We finally got it. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking to my mom, I called my mom. Mama saying, man, and like she was like, it's sad that we still had to think in the back of our mind that this could have been the other way. Even with all the preponderance of evidence, this could have been the other way. So I'm thankful for justice. But we have a lot more to do. At this moment, we have so much more we have to do. You understand what I'm saying? We still have another individual in the same city who was killed during this trial. We have an Army lieutenant who was pepper sprayed in Virginia.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. This is going to happen again. Unless this is the precedent now, unless that sentencing comes back the right way, we got a lot more to do. A lot more to do.
Yeah, absolutely. D-Rock, you have something to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say when we did get the verdict to come back, it was definitely, it was that good feeling. Like Sandman said, I did do a little yell, I did a Tiger Wood punch, I did all that because I was really happy about that whole situation. And then you have that, and you like, man, we finally got something. But then other things play in your mind, right? We do got him on, he's guilty, right? But at the same time, who gives the charge? Who gonna give him the sentence, and what we gonna get from the sentence? Because they said, out of how many ever cops have been tried, I think only 7 been convicted, and I've never heard nobody get a lot of time. Maybe 1 or 2 of them got some serious time, but I've not seen one get some serious time. So I want to see if dude gonna get life, because that's what he deserved, or 30 or more. You got to get 30 or more. They throw crazy sentences at us, 156 years. I want to hear something like that on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And then on top of that, you get that, and then you look back in your phone, and then you hear about a little girl in Columbus, Ohio, who just got shot by the police. Just got killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get, it's I wouldn't say bittersweet. It's more just like, damn, we get one moment where we good. The next moment is just bow. We get hit with another one. And it's like, when do cops realize, you're not just going to get away with this shit no more? There ain't a story you can tell us that's going to let you slide with us. That's not going to work.
What needs to happen with that is qualified immunity needs to be abolished. Qualified immunity should not be a thing anymore. You should really understand that there's consequences to your actions when you make them.
Right.
Granted, some people would say that ties police officers' hands. And I say to them, the good cops that you're talking about, those good apples that you're talking about, ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to that. I also want to point this out. Derek Chauvin, or Chauvin, however you want to say that fool's name, was completely stone-faced when the verdict was read.
He looked confused.
He looked like he always did. He looked exactly the same way he looked when he had his knee on George's neck.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely the same look when he had his knee on George's neck. And it's sad because that dude has no soul. And I don't feel bad about saying that type of judgment. You know, I normally should not try to judge people, but I don't feel no ways about that. He has no judgment. I'm sorry, he has no conscience, no heart.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You'll see when the sentence comes, and if that sentence get ready to drop on his head, he's gonna be all kind of apologetic and sorries and all that shit.
Yeah,
I do want to ask y'all this though, because I know y'all seen it when he said then gave him the verdict and all that stuff, and it felt like the judge was giving him some advice on what he can do before these 8 weeks comes and he can get his sentence. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like he was telling him, yo, you're going to be able to put this in, do this, and then, we're going to be able to look at that. We're going to give you some time. It felt like he was allowing him, like, yo, you're going to be able to do all this before you go to jail.
The judge has already showed his bias.
Yeah.
With the Maxine Waters comment. He's already showed it.
No.
He's already showed
I disagree. I disagree.
Did.
That this judge has been straight on up and down from the jump. Now that's one thing I can say. I've been watching the trial from the beginning, and he has weighed a lot with the prosecution and a few times with the defense, but each time to me, okay, they should have got that. And so his thing was, we're not, because they wanted a mistrial, and he was like, no, we're not doing a mistrial.
Right.
But you might have something on what she said. You might get that on the field.
How though? What can she really be saying that's enticing a riot? Like,
because she's saying the same thing that Trump said, except it's the hypocrisy of the Republicans and
did Trump get any trouble? Really?
I don't think she was necessarily.
But he has told white men to stand back and stand by. He has told people to come on down to the Capitol and make your voice heard. So and he's caused actual riots. So to me, this was just some kind of political banter, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, her speaking from a place of emotion and saying that we need to be out here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with
an 82-year-old woman.
She didn't say go out and fight. She said you need to be more confrontational.
We need to be out here.
So that means
us not being in the streets confrontational. Is us not being in the streets confrontational automatically? Do they not bring out riot gear and all that shit when we walk the street?
They perceive it to be, but it's not.
I mean, she's just telling you exactly what we always do. We gonna cause a problem because why? Yeah. We standing in the streets. We all in the streets now. So now we
don't feel heard. We don't feel heard.
So I mean, I don't think she's enticing a riot. She used her words very right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For us, and we could play it to it's the black talk because we understand how we talking and all that stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna start no problem. Hell, if that verdict was wrong, there might have been a problem. We wasn't going to start the problem, but there would have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? At the end of
the problem is we shouldn't even be here to fucking begin with.
We should.
That's the real problem. That's the real problem. We shouldn't even be here.
The other part about that is I want to make sure we mention is when Orange Face decided to tell people to do something. That was January 6th. When
that's what I'm saying.
We decided we wanted to march on the Capitol. After the murder of George, they had droves of police officers on those Capitol steps.
National Guard.
Either way, this don't sound bad, and I appreciate all our allies. So this is not a all white people do this type statement. But I will say this: won't no black people going to break into Congress because that's the quickest way for you to get shot.
You know what comes with that.
There's a reason.
We know what comes with
There's a
No, you're
reason.
telling the truth.
You're not going to do that because you're given a legitimate reason to be a target then. You know, and it's just like we can't afford that. We can't afford to move like that.
No.
We already in a situation where we get, you know, or where things happen because we look a certain way. So we can't even afford to. We can't afford to just be moving like that. When you have a situation where you're already given the benefit of the doubt from the jump, then you're gonna be able to move. You're gonna have to move sketchy and be able to do stuff and bust out windows and burn shit down and kick shit and everybody be cool and everybody be well. You got to understand where they're coming from. We never get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're a threat.
We're a threat
Always.
from jump. The day you're born, you're a threat. Ain't no questions about it.
But I will say this to respond to what you were saying, D-Rock. As a judge, he has to make the defendant know what rights are available to him. So he has to tell him that.
Granted, is that only for certain people? Because I've noticed when niggas go to jail, they don't get that. You don't get all that help. You just you going to jail. All right, get him. We're gonna give you a sentence in this week. Go ahead. There's no rapport of, hey, let me let you know what you can do while this is going on. Some judges do. I'm not gonna play them off.
I don't have enough knowledge.
I don't know much either, but I believe that's what it is.
So I can't say yay or nay on that because I don't have enough knowledge of how that goes down. But
I don't know.
Most of the time, they have to make you aware of what your rights are.
Okay.
So, I will say this though. I think either Nightlife is right, you know what I'm saying, and there's a bias because he decided to not let the jury have a say in the aggravation or the I think it's the aggravated portions of the sentencing. He decided to let the judge do that completely, and the fact that he even had a choice in the matter is amazing to me anyway. But those, you know, exceptional or aggravated additions, for example, like there being a child present, could add time to the sentencing because because the average sentencing is about anywhere between 10 to 12 years per count. But those additional pieces,
and he's never been in trouble, so they'll give him a lesser or mid.
But he's had multiple complaints about him.
He has, but they never brought that up in court. I don't think they can bring that up.
What's the point?
But the thing is, as far as sentencing, because it's not a situation to where you have to prove guilt or innocence. It's literally just weighing other factors in addition to the verdict. The judge has free reign as far as I feel that you are a threat and I should give you more time. So the jury could have did it too, but he elected to have the judge do it. And again, I don't know how he even had that choice, but the judge now has the opportunity to stack multiple sentences or more time, more years onto the sentence if he so chooses to.
But at the same time, with this, that's why I say when we get to that day of when he gives us the sentence, we gonna really see if we respect it or not. Because at the end of the day, anything less than 20 years is disrespect to me. I don't care what nobody says. That's disrespect. Yeah. The lady that killed the dude, the lady that walked in that dude's house and shot him dead, got 10 years.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not giving you a hug after you do some shit like that. You ain't never
that
gonna get that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
So I know George Floyd family ain't doing none of that shit.
I understand forgiveness, man. And as a Christian, I understand forgiveness. But even that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was hard to watch.
Here's what I want to know. I think we have a different perspective as black males when dealing with this because we see a black male going through this situation. And we saw this on TV and we watched the entire thing unfold. And we watched that situation. And it was pretty much, it pretty much was just a referendum on the way shit is for us. What I'm interested in as far as from Sam's perspective as a black woman, I mean, what is your overall thoughts, not only on that situation, but on the verdict today?
Oh my gosh. So, like Sandman, I was very surprised on how I reacted. I was jumping up and down. I was screaming. But it felt like, I don't know, it felt like I could breathe again. I don't even know how to explain that.
I
But
totally
I
understand what
have
you're saying.
3 young black sons that I'm raising. And this one, every time I hear another name, I'm just like, it started with Trayvon Martin. I had a teenager, and I was just like, he wears a hoodie, and da da da. And even though I talk to them, this younger group, they different. They ready to fight, and they willing to get shot, all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, but I just need you to live another day. So it's like this one hit different, I think, because you could see everything. You could see them screaming and telling them try to help him. It just hit different. And so I was out protesting after this. Like I don't know, I just became a baby Black Panther because I was like, I can't take this no more. I'm buying
Oh no, I was
everything
in the
black
streets too.
owned.
Me and Nightlife both. We was both in the
Yeah,
streets.
because I was like, I can't. This one just hit hard. I was buying black owned everything. I was like, we just got to do for our people. And, it's funny because over time, I don't want to feel like that. I want to be able to, still kick it with my white friends and trust that, that hopefully they feel in the same way that I'm feeling, like this is egregious. This should not have happened. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that weird, you know, I will say this, that I'm glad about the verdict. I was happy with second degree murder. I was gonna be happy with that. So all 3 was elation. Um, and yeah, I told my son after, because we were both watching it, and I told my 17-year-old, I said, hopefully this will set the standard for how police even act with your children later on down the line. I'm hoping that after all of this, there'll be some more reforms and policy changes to where your kids, my grandkids, may not have to go through this thing. We're like, what? The police was stopping people? Like, I don't know. I'm just I'm hoping for a miracle. We need to change the system, period.
I'm gonna say this, man. If y'all haven't shared this stream yet, man, y'all should, man. We should have a full room in here talking about this, discussing it. Shout out to Robert Lee. Shout out to Arsenic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Brenda. You know what I'm saying? Hit your folks up. Tell them come in here. Let's talk. For real.
Yeah, it's important to be able to get everybody's perspective when it comes to this. The one thing that I did not see an overwhelming outbreak of is I think once people had an opportunity to be able to reflect on it and really be able to see it again and again and again and again, and then get to the point of the trial, then it's just like, some people was just like, enough. Even the people was just like but people. Yeah, but he was this, and yeah, he was this way, and yeah, he was that way, and he did this and he did that. But it got to the point where, shit sometimes is just irrefutable. It ain't nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do when you see that.
But I'll tell you what really, really what not baffled me, but was surprising, that the Fraternal Order of Police
that part
was
done
100% on the side of George Floyd.
Yes.
That
they said
that's not how we do business. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
The Fraternal Order of Police.
Now, was the other cop on the police force with him, the one that said that's how we do it and that was right and all that stuff, the one that was on Derek Chauvin's side?
I'm sure he's probably a cop.
It was like a trainer or somebody. Yeah.
I'm like, that makes no sense. Okay. Yeah.
They were trying everything. They were throwing everything at the wall to see what was going to stick.
Drugs, all that stuff.
Carbon monoxide.
But the thing that you have to understand about, when you're talking about defense, is that their responsibility is to find reasonable doubt any fucking way you can get it.
Right.
And I think that they attempted to do everything that they could. Now, I understand they have a job to do. It's nasty, it's dirty, it's disgusting. But at the same time, if they just trying to create a shadow of a doubt. They're just trying to create something to make somebody on that jury go, I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah.
And I think they tried and they failed. And this is where I say, this may be the wave of accountability that we've been waiting for.
Yes.
For an eternity.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity to be like, and the sentencing will be very important because it'll be a referendum on, okay, how hard are you going to punish this dude to the point where it's going to be a deterrent for people, or people are not going to be picking up guns and thinking they tasers and shooting people.
Yeah, she next.
Or harassing or dude, there's been so many harassment videos that have came out just in the time of this trial.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah. It's like the world didn't even stop. They still out doing crazy stuff.
Yeah,
the kid that got bullied by the white dude out in I can't remember the spot he was at.
Oh.
You know, you're talking about Aubrey. What was his name? I'm sorry about this, guys. I usually,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, that situation. It's like, dude, you're doing this. You know you're on camera. You're not reading the room at all. You don't know what's happening in this world. And you're gonna do this to this kid and think you're right and stand on it and double down on it and just be as just crazy as possible. And then when everybody pull up on you, then you in the house looking out the window scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Ahmaud Aubrey, that's brother's name.
Yeah, and it's not to change the direction of where we're going, because I think this is a situation where the accountability, it has to be strong here. In order to deter people, because the problem is that people do shit because they think they can get away with it. Mm-hmm. When they know they can get away with it, your taxpayer dollars are going to cover my ass anyway, so I'm gonna just go ahead and shoot you. And
I have qualified immunity,
right? So that has to change. In all aspects, this has to change, and it starts with this. It starts with this sentencing. If this sentencing is harsh, I think we start to see the winds of change happen, where people think about this shit a little bit more before they do something stupid.
All right, can you put Harath's comment up? Because that was
that one too.
Egregious.
Right, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
See, and this is what I'm saying when I say when they say Maxine Waters is saying what she's saying. This is what she mean. That black boy was harassed in his own neighborhood that he walked around and told the man, I live here and all that. And dude pushed him, put his hands on him and everything. What they do the next day, they showed up in droves, because you ain't finna just keep picking on people around here. You ain't finna just keep messing with every black kid that walk around the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And that's what Maxine Waters, that's what I took Maxine Waters meaning. We gonna have to come show you. We got to pull up now. Now we got to stand outside your house so you know there's black people that live around here.
And that does not mean violence.
It don't.
Right,
it don't mean turning shit over.
Everybody needs to get up. Everybody.
That's where we get misconstrued at, because everybody thinks when we gather, then we're fucking shit up, and that's not even the case. It's not the case. Everybody has to stand. Everybody's sick of it.
Oh, because of slavery.
No.
I'm not even going to go back that far with it
because of the riots. Because of
slavery. Because when it was more than 2 or 3 of them all together, they felt like they was talking about running away.
That's a stretch, but I see what you're saying.
A stretch.
No, I think it's one of these things where you can't. It's almost okay. Now I'll give you a perfect example. If you go out to Oakland and you see a sideshow, immediately people are threatened, right? They threaten. If you have a gathering, you have a public gathering, people are scared because, oh, what's going on over here? What are they going to do? It's mob mentality. They think that automatically when we gather all in a group, then we're fucking something up, and that's not even the case.
Omar Glasstar said I was right, so thank you, Omar.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you. So
this lady is correct.
So my thing is like, where are we gonna go from here? Where are we gonna go from here? What does this do? Is this gonna set the table for other things that's coming forward?
With the sentencing, it's a possibility.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm hoping that my grandkid. I just gotta hope this is gonna start to change some things.
Yeah.
It's gonna try to. I mean.
See, I don't like when they try to use the angle of, well, cops are human beings, they make mistakes. Well, motherfucker, most of the time we don't even be making a mistake and you run up on us and kill us. So where does that play into this game? That doesn't work.
Here's my thing on that. You have hours, hundreds of hours of training.
Yes.
On de-escalation, hundreds of hours on how to fix and protect and serve, because that's what it's supposed to be at the beginning of the day. And I have to look at it. I don't advertise often that I'm in the military, but being a military member, I have to be accountable for each one of my actions.
Yeah.
If my actions do something to harm somebody who was not, especially in my line of work, which I won't go into. With my line of work, if I do something that harms somebody or am a part of something that harms somebody who didn't need to be harmed, I have to be accountable for my actions. Military police have to be accountable for their actions. Mm-hmm. Every single round that they discharge, so they have to be accountable for. Why isn't that the same?
Bro, we got to be accountable for our actions just as human beings in this bitch.
Absolutely.
Like seriously.
We're not allowed to make mistakes.
If I go and regardless of whether I'm right or wrong, if I knock somebody out, then I could be brought up for assault unless I'm defending myself. So you get it. You get held accountable for that. You have to be held accountable for that. So regardless of what side of the fence you're on, whether you're police or whether you are the pedestrian or whether you're whatever, you're still going to be held. You still need to be held accountable in that situation when you don't do things the way that you're supposed to do. If I commit a crime, I deserve to go to jail. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If a policeman commits a crime on me, you deserve to go to jail. It's the same shit.
That's qualified immunity. So do me a favor. I want you to put Omar's first joint up where he says, "My issue for us is ignorance." The law is just an excuse, but for them, they have every excuse. A soldier, martial artist, a gang member can be enhanced for harm. A cop gets a break. Yep. I want you to put Fox Styles' comment up. They expect regular citizens to act as if we've been trained to do
that part. That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That is 100%.
Yes. We have. I'm telling you, there's no chance for mistake. My mom and dad used to be on me as a kid. And I used to think, man, why y'all so on me? Because you cannot make a mistake. There is no mistakes being made. You can't do that.
Nah. And for those of y'all that just joined us, we appreciate y'all. Definitely. Numbers went up a little bit. Please share this stream. This is an important one. What we're talking about today is super important. Share the stream. I want folks in here. I want to have a legit conversation with everybody.
Everybody's welcome.
Y'all ask questions in the chats. We're gonna answer back.
Yeah.
Well,
bring everybody in here.
Depending on what you say.
Right. I mean, it is 420. Not trying to.
Yeah. Hey, we welcome all those posts too. Don't do that.
And then Harad said from for whatever reason from the previous POTUS, it seems that these individuals feel like they have authority or responsibility to question or police others. And that is 100% fact, because in the case of the young man that was getting bullied by the army dude, it was a situation where he was like, I know that I can hurt you.
Right.
I know for a fact right now I could wipe the floor with your little ass, and nothing nobody can do about it. And so he was imposing his will there. This kid you could see him shaking. You could hear his voice quivering. He just felt hella tense. Like he's trying to stand his ground because he deserves to be able to stand his ground. He's walked in that neighborhood numerous times, but at the same time, he knows there's a possibility that this man could take off on me at any moment.
Yeah, he knew that capacity. He knew that possibility. And for him to stand there and stand his ground, hey, I commend that brother 100% because
absolutely
you showed your power. I don't care if you lost that. You showed your power.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
You know, he could have ran. He could have walked off. He could have went the other way, but he chose to go the direction he was going to go. He was steadfast in that, regardless of what this dude was saying, regardless of what his wife was saying, regardless of what the neighbors looking out. And none of the neighbors went in and step in and be like, hey, you know what? You're wrong. They just accepted that shit because they thought that shit was normal.
Right.
Put Omar up.
That man said barbecue Becky, pool Pam, apartment Aaron, street Steven, neighborhood Nancy, parking lot Pete, dorm dance. Damn. I knew a few of them. I don't know all of them, but damn, that's true.
Nah,
We got all that.
that's the citizens arrest click, man.
And then we
That's
just lump
it.
them all together. Those is all
They want to hit me up. They want to hit you up. They want to have reason to be out here to justify the fact that
Omar, stop. Neighborhood Nancy, though. Oh my goodness.
No, you right.
That's real. That's real.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
We got to create one for that dog walking lady too.
You're right, Vic.
And that goes hand in hand with the treatment of police. Not all police, but some police in those situations.
Honestly, man,
it's wielding authority. When you wield authority over something, you know what I'm saying? When you wield authority over people like that, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. It's hard to find a good apple in a rotted tree. I'm gonna be real with you on that one. It's hard to find those.
And
it's rare.
You know what's funny is that's what they said. They said that police chief, the former police chief, said, or police commissioner, if you will, on CNN. I was watching it. He said we got to start looking at the tree, and the tree is the system.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Once they can get that rotted tree out, you feel me? We can start seeing some good apples. You find a good apple, you rarely even record it because you just like, damn man, you really was nice as fuck. Like it's a rarity to find those type of cops.
But I will say this: I love seeing those videos.
It's good sometimes
when
you get to see
those videos.
I give it to them. It's good to see those cops that actually are cool people. And actually, there was a black woman who actually got her pension reinstated after she fought for like 20 years.
That.
I forget her name, but that lady is
get it for you right
blessing.
Now.
Hey, she is a blessing. She is a good woman. She stopped a cop from choking out a black man who had got arrested. This was like 2003, I think, or something like that. 5.
Really?
Yeah, she got all her shit back. Yep.
And she got hit. She got hit by the man, and they actually fired her right before she can get her pension. And I think she fought for 20 years to get that back and got it back. They finally reinstated her.
Her name is Carol Horn.
Carol Horn. Her thing was already 800,000, so they owe her a little more than that. Because
hey.
They don't comply to the code.
That's deep.
That's also very much. That's
deep.
Look, I don't want to listen. I ain't trying to get hit, but listen, man.
Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And, these things are, I just have all the faith in the world that this sentencing is going to be able to push things over the edge for the reform that's going to be needed, and it's going to be heavy enough to the point where people will second guess what they're doing and how they're acting. We just need to slow them down for one more second to be like, do I really want to go through with this?
Right.
Because I could lose I could lose everything.
But
they just don't have that feeling of a threat
yet. I actually even understand the notion that you have to be able to not be scared in a situation, if you will. Like I understand why they say that if you restrict cops too much, then they don't act because they're afraid.
Right.
I think until we get to the point to where that's not normal, as far as them reacting out of fear, and then we can have that conversation. But if you're more afraid of the situation, why did you become a cop?
Exactly.
They the most scared.
But in other countries, you have to go through like 5 years of like training, 6 years of training before you can ever become a cop. I think it takes 3 months, some schooling.
Yeah.
Come on, man. How are you a cop, man?
And if you have military experience, they really be pulling
automatic. You're automatic.
And that's a whole nother level.
Man, it's a whole different situation. I'm telling you, the military, they will hold your feet to the fire. They will spank you for doing stuff wrong. I know. I've seen it.
Yep.
They will spank you for doing stuff wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not us's. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not how it goes down. It's a whole nother situation when you get out. We got a question. So do you think this verdict and the appropriate sentencing will lead us to policy change that will uproot the institutional racism in the police and in a larger issue, the judicial system?
Melissa, I think we hope that. We hope that.
Yeah.
I think we really hope that, because we have to. This has to set the table for the Daunte Wright situation.
Facts.
Yeah.
This has to set the table for that, because how this is handled will set precedent for that.
Yeah.
And that will set precedent for other things. So if this goes to shit, then we got a whole big problem with the Daunte Wright situation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because you look at situations, man, and we've always been in situations where they look at us and go, well, if you didn't do this, then this wouldn't happen.
Right.
If you didn't run, then you got to understand in that situation how you're in a situation where you're being threatened. You feel like your life is threatened. You feel like you are going to die in this situation. Numerous other times where people have had this situation has not turned out good. What makes you think that you should just be like, all right, well, I'll comply and be cool?
No.
Hey y'all, I'm serious, man. Y'all share this to some groups y'all in. Everything. I want at least 25 people in this room. You know what I'm saying? Share some groups y'all in, everything. We need to talk about this for real.
I mean, you know, you mistaking tasers for you mistaking guns for tasers. We had an Oscar we had an Oscar Grant situation all over again. Yeah. And you can't give me the heat of the moment shit because of the simple fact that the training you got, bro. In the situation, in the line of work I'm in, if I make a mistake and somebody dies, then I'm getting fired.
Period. And probably jail time.
I'm getting fired because I know how to act. They've trained me in numerous situations. Hey, don't do this, bro. Don't do this. So if you do it, you can't just raise your hands and be like, my bad, I made a mistake. No, your ass is out of here. And that's the accountability that needs to happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just like you can't. That's a life and death situation. I thought I had a taser in my hand. Yeah. How do you think that?
Color, and it shows a whole color. It's thick and light. You know
it's
what I'm
lighter.
saying?
And you already speaking on your feet
it's
by
on
saying
your non-dominant
taser.
side.
Taser.
It's on your non-dominant.
You're saying taser. You already setting the premise right there. It already looks suspect.
Yeah, you setting that up.
So when you had that
26
situation,
years?
I mean, yo. But again, she's one of the heads of the police union. Where you think that's why I'm saying this Derek Chauvin shit is going to be the reason why something happens here, whether that be positively or whether that be negatively.
Right.
That sentencing has everything to do with that.
Sentencing is imperative. It's imperative.
The biggest part.
That goes right. It's imperative. And that's why it's like, as much as I want to be wilding out happy, and I was, just based off of the fact that in the eyes of the law and in the history of how people are going to see this case, there was justice, but that sentencing it's the most important part.
That's what I say. We can't allow them to play us. We can't allow them to make us believe like, okay, we got them guilty. We good now. We chilling. No, we not chilling. Yeah. We still sitting out here in the streets. We still waiting for y'all to tell us what's gonna happen.
Traditionally, they've been able to split the difference with this civil suit bullshit.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen again.
That's the weapon of choice that's been used. Okay, well, give them some bread, then go away.
Yeah.
Now
money makes us forgiving.
That's not even, and maybe that may still be on the table, but it's not the end all be all. Like, okay, they're gonna walk away now.
Yeah, no.
So this is where,
No,
like I said,
they were using things to pacify us, and I think once you started killing, because it's always somebody was out after dark, somebody was playing, all these excuses. But once you started killing people in their house, minding their business, all bets were off. Because now it's like we're not safe anywhere.
But both of them.
So
got
why
off.
not fight?
Both of them got off. The one that mistook her house, the dude's house for her house.
Yeah.
Walked in
she
his
got
house.
she got some years.
She got off.
10 years is getting off. I'm
10
sorry.
10 years
Good behavior
not,
get
not
you.
enough.
Good behavior get
Not
you.
enough.
Six.
Not enough for,
How many times have we
for
seen
my
people
bad
walk?
murdering somebody? What you get 10 years for? I wish I could get 10 years for a my bad murder.
And at the end of the
They
day, the
walked
biggest
before,
tragedy.
so 10 years, okay.
And it, to me, at the end of the day, one of the biggest recent tragedies that we've had is Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Charged
Dude got
bullets that went in the wall, son.
Dude got a whole book he writing. Come on now. They playing. That shit's
again,
a game.
That's one of those. Hey, cash them out. That's a cash them out. We don't even have to hear about this anymore. They got their money, so now they quiet. We good. And that's the tough thing, man. And it's tough for these families to be able to see it to the end like that when they waving millions of dollars in your face. Yeah. They're not gonna just be like, well, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a hell of a conscience to be like, no. And they showing you monies you ain't never seen in a lifetime.
Yeah, I think it's bigger than that, because it's like when you keep somebody down financially and then you waive stuff that's like, I would never see this again, or have them scared like they'll never be able to touch that, then I mean, I get it. It's sad because I feel like they wave a lot of shiny stuff at us to make us forget about stuff, and we can't forget no more. We can't be pacified.
Yeah, see, that's just the whole thing, though. Like, that's our way of calling us forgiving by giving us all that money, because it's like, now we good. We can try to do something for our people and all that. That doesn't work.
Shout out.
So Don Queen said, "Yeah, shout out to Don Queen."
I just think these killings, along with the trials, are great examples of emotional manipulation.
Yeah,
I do understand due process, but the evidence and proof is in our face. No need to prove they're guilty. It's clearly on camera.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we all feel. But there will always, no matter what happens, you could be clean as a whistle. It don't matter. They will always find something on you to be able to leverage in a situation and go, well, that guy is not all he's cracked up to be. You know, maybe he did some things that he wasn't the most savory individual, so maybe he did some things to warrant this.
But what I hated the most about George's case is they were trying to make him out to be, and forgive me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I try to keep it clean on here. But they tried to make him out to be super nigga. He's super strong.
My God. Yes.
He had superhuman strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the
and they don't even understand that is racist. That is racist to say that. You guys would never say that about a white man that was on drugs. You guys put all kind of fluffy words around that. But for us,
at the end of the video, there's one man with his knee on another man.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Handcuffed down.
Didn't look too strong there. Because if it was really about that, then everybody would have been in on it. But they wasn't. And then Fox Style says, do you think Chauvin was a sacrificial lamb, offering up one for the years of police brutality and murders? You know what, Fox? Let me go in on that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
You know you're my folks, but I don't.
Then I think
care.
Completely different.
I don't care. And let me tell you why. At some point, the chicken's got to come home to roost for something. It got to come home for something. It has to start somewhere. It's not a It's not a sacrificial lamb thing. It's like, okay, well, shit.
I don't know if I agree.
How many you can? I mean, you know what I'm saying? 99 times, and then the one time it's like, okay, well, we right. Like, I mean, at some point,
how many
in time,
times? No, let me confront you on this. How many times are things referenced? Would you remember when we? But we gave you that.
Ooh.
But why are you still mad?
Nah,
Ooh.
no,
You got,
no,
you got the,
I'm not even. No, and that's not even the point of a point of leverage, because you can't trade these moments.
You say it happens.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Chauvin would have got off today, and we had the Rodney King shit, and we had the Chauvin shit, come on, bro. Come on. You gonna tell me?
Here's the thing. You say that, but you forget Ahmaud Arbery. You forget Philando Castile. You forget Breonna Taylor.
I'm not forgetting
Mike
none of that.
Brown. You forget.
I'm not
Eric
forgetting
Garner.
none of that.
We are owed a lot. It ain't just Rodney in this.
It has to start somewhere.
And I think that you have hope. And I think that they have leverage.
Unfortunately, with these situations that has happened in the past, we cannot go back and have them retry that. I would love for them to be able to do that. You know damn well they're not going to do it.
Absolutely. You guys sound so much like Malcolm.
In this situation,
and ML.
in this situation, where we clearly have a verdict, and they still, regardless, the point is they still had to fight this shit, even though it was plain as day. We still gotta fight against a shadow of a doubt. We still gotta fight against that. So the fact that this came back the way it does, like I said, maybe this is not necessarily the sacrificial lamb, but this has to be the turn. This couldn't be the turning point for everything for us.
And brother,
in this situation,
I hope you're right.
Yeah, we just got to see how it play out, because
I don't have that. I guess I don't have the same hope because of multiple times in this country and the injustices that still exist to this day, civil suits that are still being done and submitted to this day, which, if I'm not mistaken, still haven't paid out Breonna's family. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody fact check me. But Ahmaud Arbery's parents have been paid out. You know,
whatever happened with their case?
Huh?
Whatever happened with their case? The two men, because they was on trial.
Right.
Their trial hasn't started yet, though. It's been a while, though.
True. I'll give you Ahmaud Arbery's case. Let's talk Philando Castile.
Listen, man, you ain't wrong.
That part.
My thing is,
I don't have a lot of faith, man. Because
I don't either.
I'll tell you in the song, the part of the song that my boy Damani put out. You know what I'm saying, over the George, the one for George joint that we worked on. It stuck out to me, and I scream it every time I hear it. America, you made us. America, you made us. You know what I'm saying? You're responsible for this. You know what I'm saying? But I put Gene's joint up. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Black people are still not considered as human beings. But the thought of us having super strength, ability, and not feeling pain makes me think of how slaves are treated. Studies have shown that black people specifically are given less pain medicine because it's believed we could tolerate pain more than our white counterparts.
Wow.
That's what it is, man. That's always been like that. You know, that seeing that, watching what was that thing called? Judas and the Black Messiah. Yeah. You hear how they talk about us. We are the number one threat. We are a terrorist to them. Too many of us together is a huge threat to America. It seems like we can't band together. We can't do nothing to them, because then it seems like we're trying to take over. That don't even make sense, man. We just want our peace. That's honest. That's what it is. They wrote that Constitution about being human beings and all that, but we were never even considered human beings at that time when they wrote that thing.
3/5.
So how does that even work for us? You know,
it doesn't. It was never set up to work for us.
Exactly.
The reason why we're still fighting for voting rights right now, which is absolutely ridiculous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still fighting for civil rights. We can't even get to that part before we can even start talking about what else we need in the bill.
And the comedian Michael Che saying we're still fighting for civil rights, not equal. Civil.
Yeah.
Can we be civil?
Yeah.
Can we just be civil?
Honestly, that's it.
That's a good point. Ooh.
That's the most honest thing you can ask. Like we ain't asking for a lot, honestly. Like we say, like our things say, Black Lives Matter. It's not to say we better or anything like that. It's just mean we matter out here. We here.
Yeah.
Your kids cheer for us on the TV when we score a touchdown. We make a point. Your kids cheer for us when we make a good hit song, when we tell a good joke. But yet we ain't good enough to walk these streets. My kids, my peoples, my uncles, they ain't allowed to walk these streets. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, after this sentencing, what happens? Because again, I think that sets the table for everything. How it sets the precedent, which is what generally what the judicial system is based on is setting precedent for shit.
Yeah.
Because when it's negatively set against us, we're constantly in a vortex of getting fucked by that every single time. So this is an opportunity for them to get set right, and for them to look. You can look at that and go, we have this situation to be able to point at that applies to this situation. So you gotta give equal or more to what was given in that situation to this one.
And this is one where I become Malcolm again. That works until there's loopholes that are introduced. But that situation wasn't like this one because of X, Y, and Z. The precedent thing only works to me, and this is just my opinion. The precedent thing only works when cats want it to work.
No, that's
Other than that,
that's a good point.
Oh, these two things are not the same.
I just feel like we
You
have
know what?
something.
I
feel like
think
we have something to look at. Go ahead, Sam.
I think you, Nightlife, and Sandman, I think you guys are basically saying what's in the thoughts of Black people everywhere, because we have two minds. There's times where we're like, let's hope, and we got prayer and this and that, and there's times where it's like, I want to tear some shit up because I don't feel like y'all understand when I'm being cordial.
Yeah.
You don't hear me when I'm turning the other cheek. So now when I tear some shit up, then you guys will pay attention to me. And so I just feel like, I feel like you guys just spoke the two minds that are in a lot of Black Americans right now.
Yeah.
Let's hope, but also I'm about that life at this point because you guys are killing us even in our sleep. So
hold on to that for a little bit.
Oh,
that's true too.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh,
And we still and that part of the conversation has not been had either. You know what I'm saying? Because that is legit. That's legit.
Somebody said Tamir Rice was called
a man, a thug,
a young man,
a 12-year-old man.
Yeah.
But yet, the dude that committed a crime and killed all the people, he's just a kid, or he just had a bad day.
The one that he just had a bad day.
Well, let me just tell you, from the flip side, Black young women are viewed as women. 12 and 13 because of how we are shaped. So they've always considered that as you're older.
Yeah. Don't make no sense.
But then again, a 21-year-old white woman is, oh, she's a young girl.
She's still a kid.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nah, and that's just the nature
they sexualize black women at a very young age.
Yes.
I'll say minorities in general because it happens with my Mexican people, happens with my people, my Puerto Rican people.
It's just a creative label. It's the creative labels that get put on.
Well, let me just say this
as a matter of convenience to make points.
I'm gonna defend black women to the death. So let me just say this: Hispanics, I won't say Mexicans. I'm just saying Hispanics celebrate quinceañera. That means at 15 they believe that young girl is a woman. We don't do nothing like that. But they still sexualize us as being
to a certain extent.
Women before it's our time.
Still exists. Sweet 16 still exists.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason, let me say this too. The only reason why quinceañeras, and I can say this because my wife's Mexican. My baby she Blaxican. So with that being said, quinceañeras are a thing because they're tradition. No longer is it really generally accepted that a 15-year-old child is a grown woman.
So when did they stop
strictly tradition.
Okay.
It's tradition. Honestly, I mean, we've always known that's tradition because let you think you can go out and walk them streets like you grown. You ain't gonna be able to do that. It's just automatic. It's just like Sweet 16. Yeah, we do that. But let you think you can walk out this house and go buy you a house or buy you a car or buy you whatever you want. Go sit your ass down. You're done. Yeah. You ain't got nothing else coming to you but them gifts.
The moment that you commit, the moment that you are in a situation where you think that you've committed a crime, you're automatically a man or a woman in that situation.
Mm-hmm. That's the only time you're considered a man.
They're gonna because they're gonna knock you down, they're gonna drag you, they're gonna beat you, and they're gonna treat you like you. They're gonna tell you that this woman did this and this woman did that. Don't matter if you got a teen in your age or anything past that. You're gonna be treated as a woman, or you're gonna be treated as a man. If you're a young man or you're a boy and you do something and you commit a crime, they be trying to treat you as a man.
Yeah.
So again, it is just like I said, it's convenient labeling for situations. Whatever is going to be clever, whatever it is going to be able to send that message that needs to be sent, then we're going to label that shit as this, so that way it's more palatable to the public to look at this person as a threat.
Yeah, that part.
It's just like when they kill us, they put pictures up of us being like throwing middle fingers up, or us hanging with some weed in our hands.
Let me address that right now. Stop it. For all my young people that might see this video,
I don't do the finger thing. Stop putting the middle fingers up, man. That shit. Putting middle fingers up in everything, your pictures and all that, and grabbing your thing and all that shit. Oh my G, you gotta
because if it ever goes down, that's what they're going to get.
They look
cut
for
it out.
Pictures.
Yeah.
I be teaching my nephew, man. My nephew 18. I tell him, bro, all that shit you think is cool, don't do that shit. Don't put your middle finger up. Don't roll with the dudes that want to roll with guns in they shit, because that ain't you. And I used to do that shit. I used to roll with dudes like that. You get caught up and stuff like that. Stuff ain't no fun, man.
Yeah.
So I advise kids, don't do that shit.
You can't undo it. There's nothing to explain. This is you to the public when anything happens. This is you. And it's basically a representation of you. It's your icon. Yeah. It's your
Even
logo.
If that's not really who you are. You're trying to do it for the gram. Exactly. Now it is who you are.
Exactly. 100%.
Can't be stupid out here, man. And that falls on us. That falls on us as parents to be able to make sure that our kids know what time it is immediately.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you just having those honest and frank discussion with these kids, man, and you're not just turning a blind eye to that shit and thinking that they're cool and nothing goes on, you gotta let them know, man. Hey, yo, I've been where you've been at. So I'm giving you an option to be able to come to me about anything. Yeah. And I'm not gonna judge you about it. We're just gonna have a conversation. But I'm not gonna have you out here. I'm not gonna have you out here running the streets and fucking up. I'm not about to do it.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard when you raising kids. Now I got going on 3 teenagers, and I got 3 teenagers, and then two grown kids or two grown men. So I'm constantly in the situation of being able to teach them how to portray themselves in public and how to understand how they're perceived in certain situations and how to act and react or not react.
Put Rob up, because that's actually valid. That's valid. What's being stupid compared to a kid who's influenced by what they see and what's trendy? That's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
That's what I mean, but we
need to stop worshiping celebrity.
That's part of the plan.
We need to stop worshiping at the throne of celebrity.
That's part of the plan.
The thing is, people need to realize they're no different than us. You want to get to where they at, work your ass off and do what you got to do. But at the end of the day,
there's nothing wrong with having reverence. For example, I have a lot of reverence for these higher echelon producers that I'm able to talk to. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, reverence is different than I'm going to literally carbon copy myself after their actions and how they conduct themselves.
Yeah.
It's a totally different thing.
A lot of that is the reaction of others because, I got likes. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got thumbs up. I got likes. I got hearts. I got views. And that's what it's going back to because now that instant gratification is right there when you pick up your phone every fucking time you pick your phone up. You used to have to go out and be able to kick it with people and make friends and do shit and just be socially active. Now you don't have to.
You sound old now.
No. You don't have to. Yeah, but you don't have to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? You could basically like, man, you know what? I'm not feeling nobody today, but I know I can go in this group and people will give me love in this group for doing stupid shit.
But it's fake love, man.
It is. But this is the shit that we up against. And again, this is you're the best tool that you have is teaching your kids about that shit. Because if you teach them about that, then they're gonna understand that situation of getting likes and all that shit is not leveraging you as being cool at all. That shit is pretty much nothing. It don't mean nothing. You can't spend none of that shit.
Exactly. That's the part I just don't get. Like you gotta do all this stuff to get all these likes, get all these followers for what? To get some money in your pocket? Like that's really your goal. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
But to do some of the shit they do, like don't get me wrong, doing little skits and shit like that, and talking on your phone, that's cool. But to go out there and try to set a trend by licking ice cream, or you know what I'm saying, or put your tongue in some toilet water or some shit. I'm telling you, people did all kind of stupid shit, lick toilet seats. What kind of trend is that?
In the middle of COVID?
We was talking about the brothers that was out there and cold cocking Asian people, old Asian people, knocking them the fuck out.
Absolutely ridiculous. And
that don't make no fucking sense at all.
And I completely disavow those brothers because that's ridiculous. You making stereotypes. You making it hard for George Floyd's for George Floyd's of the world.
Yeah,
you're making it hard. You're making it hard for the next George Floyd. You can't. You do all of these things because you want people to look at you and go, "Damn, I can't believe you did that." And it's like not everything is for shock value. Yeah. Everything can't be for shock value, man. And people continually do this shit, and then kids look at that shit and go, "Ooh, that's what I need to do to be cool." All right, cool. Then I'm gonna go out and do this.
Yeah, but then that video gets played virally, and then say me walking down the street now, people are nervous as shit now. Now Asian women see me and she thinks she finna get hit. Right. They want to move across the street or stand hella far on the side of the sidewalk. That shit's like, yo, you feel me? And I can't walk down the street all day. Be like, yo, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I'm just gonna walk by you. Can't do that all day.
Do you know what's ill about that though? Is that sometimes it's not even a viral thing. Sometimes that shit gets played on the news multiple times, and that shit is worse.
Yeah, you think about that. I go to work with people and they like that. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's like unbelievable to me. Yet we have signs that say, they're down for Black Lives and Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. But yet I'm like the most scariest person to walk down my halls, which is crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
We got, I mean, this shit by far is a long way to go. And I'm not by any stretch of the imagination believing that this shit is just going to change overnight.
Yeah.
But I do hope to see progression. I do hope to see something positive come out of this shit if it's done correctly. Just something that we can look towards. And I know that we don't always have a lot of confidence in that, and I get that based on history, because history just continuously shows us that this shit ain't cool.
Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of Malcolm moments, but I'm still hopeful.
Oh yeah,
because
I was gonna say that, Sandman. I was gonna say all of us are hopeful, because if you don't have any hope, then you would have been lost it. Because it's like, what is the purpose of even being here then if there's no hope? So yeah.
Put Fox up. One last question, but it's a big one. How do we teach him without preaching to him?
That's the hardest question in the world.
Let me take a stab at that for Fox, man, and then I'm gonna let Sam, because Sam has older children. I have older children. D, you don't have kids, and Sam, man, my God, baby, little. In that situation, you have to be able to set the example for them. If you walking around as the example and you are carrying yourself in a certain light in a certain situation, your kids will look up to you and go, "Hey, well, my dad don't be doing that punk shit. Why am I gonna do it? Why would I do that?" I want my kids to be their individual selves, but at the same time, I want them to be able to look at me and go, "Okay, there's no pressure. I don't have to do all of this other extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? My parents don't do that." And as long as you are running your household in that manner, it's not necessarily preaching. Now, if they ask my opinion on them, I'm gonna give them the gospel straight up. Or if I see them going in a direction that I don't like, then we're gonna have a conversation. But it's not preaching if you are laying out the correct example for them, so that way they know how to sidestep certain shit. It's about teaching them about the punch you can't see coming. If you working with them and you telling them that and you letting them know what time it is with that, then that changes the dynamic of how they're not only being brought up, but how they're carrying themselves when they're not around you.
I got an opinion on this, but I'm gonna let Sam go. And Rob, I see your comment too. You got 4 girls. That's crazy for you, my brother. Honestly, it's like it's a lot, man. It's a lot, bro. Because you got to make sure that you got a lot to worry about right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know my guy does hair, huh? You got to. You got 4 girls. I know you got.
He got to know. He got to know.
You got to get the braids in, brother.
I bet you money he YouTube certified. I know he YouTube certified.
They didn't know joke. That's over there. Look, I got a little girl. That ain't no joke about that. That's
no.
I give you flowers.
Absolutely. You got some hairstyles.
Yeah, that's real.
Yo, I'm just like, hey, you know what? Let me get a scrunchie, pull all that shit up, and you're done. Ta-da! That did hair.
But I definitely want to give Sam her opportunity to also talk about that.
Yeah, parenting, preaching without or teaching without preaching. So I love everything you said in my life, because I'm like, I agree with everything you said. You have to be that example. You have to show them that there's another way. Even when you want to go one way, there's got to be another way. I would say something that I felt like when I was growing up, I didn't get enough of, and so I make sure to do it now, is we all know there's nothing new under the sun. They make up new dances, but we're like, no, that's called the woo or whatever. When we was growing up, I think that a lot of this stuff that's happening, a lot of it, I will say, I never had to deal with. I never had to deal with no school shootings or things like that. Right. But a lot of the stuff that they talk about or that they're going through, it's like, why not teach them what happened with you? Like, to let them know that you're not by yourself, you're not alone. Either that shit is perfectly normal, or is okay. Well, do we need to talk to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
It's always a talking to, but also let them know, like, you ain't doing nothing new. I did blah blah blah. Blah. I give them my bad and my good because I want to show them. I was just telling my okay, I'm about to brag on my folks, so I'm sorry, but my 17-year-old is a senior in high school, about to graduate, and then he is going off to the Marines. And so one thing that I was talking to him about just the other day, I said, I want you to be a man of accountability. I want you to be able to, if you get a win, you cheer, you take that win, you take it all for yourself. I said, if you ever have an L in this life, and you're going to have some from your decisions, that whatever decisions you make, it'll come out good or bad. And I said, I want you to keep your head up, just like you got to win, because then you'll be able to learn from that. Don't never have your head down, even though you feel like you lost. You keep your head up, and you take accountability. If it's something that you got to pay for, then you take that and say, okay, I learned from that. And that's all I can hope for my kids, is just try to talk to them in the way that I wish somebody would have talked to me about what they went through when they were kids, and to make you feel like, oh, I am kind of normal. Like, this is, like, this, my dad, they went through this, my mom went through this. So, okay, this is not like I'm not the only one. I think a lot of times teenagers kind of on their own, they make themselves get more and more isolated as they get older. And it's like, you don't have to be isolated. You don't have to be isolated, because once I tell you what happened when I was in middle school, you're going to be like, oh, man, like, okay. I think that's kind of what we're missing. We need to just talk to them about the same stuff that we went through, to show that we can relate to them. Even though it may have happened 20, 25 years ago, we can relate.
Yeah. Show your girls how a man's supposed to treat them.
Absolutely.
Show your men how to treat women. This basic one-on-one parenting. Every shit. If you have that, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
Now let me just put out a disclaimer, because I got grown kids. Well, not like you say you do too, but now I didn't taught them a certain way. Now if they doing some different shit, then let me know, y'all. But otherwise, I'm like, listen, they grown at this point, but I know what I taught them.
Yeah, I'm a just as a foreshadowing to what I got to do with. What I guess my part of it is what my plan is. My plan is to be a 360 parent.
Absolutely.
Everything that's in your life, everybody's in your life. I need to know what's going on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
So what I'm saying is, I'm on your gram, or whatever it is when she gets there. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're posting. I know what's going on with you, and it's not going to be a situation where I'm just being intrusive. I'm going to have that kind of my hope is to have that kind of conversation and that relationship with her to where she feels comfortable enough to have that with me. Now, it may not happen, but either way, I'm 360. I know what's going on with you.
Okay, so I thought you meant 360, like I'm going to be very transparent. She knows.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck for sure. Even the stuff that I knew I got into, because there's lessons, and your lessons come from the mess that you were in.
Right,
you know
right.
Oh, but I'm gonna know.
Okay, but
you decided
I'm gonna say, hold on, Sam, hold on. Let me say this real quick.
Oh, I have the
Sam, hold on.
I have the best detective in my house.
Yeah,
let me
say this real quick. And Sam, man, it's like, I completely understand where you coming from with that. I completely understand, but you got to be careful, because too much pressure in certain situations will get the rebel shit.
I'm gonna let you know.
The rebel shit will pop off.
Yeah, man.
It don't matter. I'm here. I'm here anyway. Ain't no.
This man got
baby, gonna be fine. I'm here.
I need you to understand
here, bro.
My wife is the best detective. You want to know about somebody?
I'm telling you.
Oh, she's gonna be able to.
Sandman got his own Reed Thompson in his house,
have
man.
a question. This is my question to Sandman. Sandman, from your 0 to 18 years old, is there some stuff that your parents still don't know about? Still to this day?
Very, very little.
Okay, but you got one.
Oh no! I'm talking. I could probably put it on less than a couple fingers.
But you got one.
Sorry, bro. Not me.
So
very little.
That's what I'm talking about.
God bless both my parents.
You gotta look at yourself.
Y'all.
You gotta look at yourself and see there is stuff that my parents still don't know about to this day. You can't tell me that you think your daughter is not gonna have at least one of these.
Honestly, Sam, I honestly believe Sandman. I'll be real with you.
No, honestly,
the way this world is set up,
you damn right he is.
The way this world is set up, how you can get in the internet and hack people's stuff. Oh, I believe he can get everything he wants. Listen, I have a god sister that grew up with me, and her mom used to give her a track phone, and she didn't even realize she had a track phone. She thought she was making moves. She thought she was making real moves. Moms used to pop up everywhere. Let me tell you something.
Hey, what's
if somebody wants to find you, they will find you. They can definitely find you.
Listen, you guys are so naive. If you really think these kids ain't out here with their own little secrets that you won't hear about until
I'm sure things are gonna go over my head.
No,
for a fact, you're also right again.
You gotta mitigate the damage though with that shit.
With parents like them that know how to do all that CIA intelligence, she know how to do something too. Trust and believe me, she will find a way. But
I'm sure she will.
That's not going to be good. But yeah, you're right. She will find a way.
About it though.
She's going to have to think very hard.
Wait, hold on. Have you ever heard this statement, Sandman? In any relationship, when you go looking for something, you gonna find it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to just leave it alone.
That worked. Okay.
I'm telling you, as a parent,
I'm cool. I'm cool with that. With my lovely better half, I love her. You know what I'm saying? My child, I don't care. I'm gonna find it.
I'm saying any relationship. You go looking for something, you'll find it.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down real quick. You know why Sam's saying all this? Because she got 3 boys. You don't want to look at no pictures of no boy's phone. You don't want to see what's up in there. You don't want to take a look at that.
Oh, but I have. Hold on. Let me say this. I have. Now, this is the thing. Nuck if you buck. My thing is, when you find what you see, Sandman, don't get twisted. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Go ahead and leave the room for a little bit.
Finding the boy.
Breathe. Go take you a shot, and then get back to it. But if you go looking for something, you're gonna find it.
I'm gonna find the boy.
Cool. I have. What? I have her. I'm trying to think of the right word. Her innocence, her chastity, I have a lot to protect for that little girl. You know what I'm saying?
You are right. And I love how men feel that way. I love that.
I'm going to find it.
And what you gonna do with it? Is you gonna blow up? Like, and that's why she has eyes. That's what I'm feeling.
Okay. What he don't find.
Don't let me please.
What Monica don't find. I will find, because that is my godchild.
Exactly.
I will find.
That's what I'm saying.
All he has to do is say the word.
You think I'm not hitting you up because you may not be connected to some of them accounts? Hey, Knight, I need you to look up blah, 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 because she done blocked me. Cool, appreciate it.
Okay, I love y'all energy. I love the energy. I love it. And I wish you well.
That's why Taken is a good movie, because he has some of the greatest lines ever. I'm going to find you. I'm going to kill you. I'm telling you that right now. That's the 2 greatest lines ever. I'll say that shit at any moment. You never know.
That's why she did it in the first place.
That's okay.
That part.
But I say all of this to say, just getting back on the subject.
Right.
Being deeply involved in my child's life, I'm trying to avoid a situation to where she could pop up on somebody's screen looking crazy.
Yeah.
That's my point. And that's really why I say everything I'm saying. Not because I'm trying to just be that intrusive. I'm trying to be that protective.
I feel you on that.
I'm just in a situation where I'm just like, I don't want. I know it's coming. Is the dude manipulation shit? I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's coming, and that's what I'm trying to teach my daughters all the little tricks and shit, all the little things that we did as young men.
Here, girl. Let me give
you
me
know
a
what I'm saying? I'm teaching
Dogs out here.
I'm teaching all the shit. I'm giving away all the game when it comes to that, because I don't need them to see that shit coming a mile away and be like, all right, well, now you're in a situation where you got to make a decision, and you have to see it coming. Nobody
trying to come over watching Netflix.
I will have no fools out here. I will have no fools.
No, all right.
Between my girls, no. My
that.
girls are too sharp, and they both know how to fight, so I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah. And to speak to the preaching thing and the teaching thing from a kid's perspective, because I ain't had no kids myself, I would say when most older folks say, do as I do, or follow what I do and not what I say, or follow what I say and not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
But yet I feel like those got to go together when it comes to teaching somebody, because when it's not the same, it becomes preaching. It becomes you telling me something. It's like, okay, I hear that every time, but yet you doing something else. So you feel me? I feel like those things have to coincide for somebody to really feel like, okay, I'm learning from this. Like I give my parents a lot of credit, because they gave up everything to take care of their kids, to raise me and my brother and my sister. So it's like, to see them do that, it's like, man, if they can do that to show me that, they're here for me 100%, they're going to make sure I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to do the same when I have my children. My children got to they got to understand that what I say is what I'm going to do. What I speak is what I'm telling you is what I'm going to do for you every day of your life. So that's something huge, I would say, for parents. They need to realize, because being a friend, that's cool. I don't need you to be my friend. I need you just to be, say what you say and do as you do. But if you see me doing something wrong, give me experience. Give me your experience with that. Like Sam said, she tells her kids about stuff she's been through back in her past, so it makes them understand. Okay, I see where you went. Now I can see. Okay, I don't need to make that move. I can go this way now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a teaching moment at that time, and that's like the best time. When you see it, you need to go right to it and go handle that.
I'm gonna say it straight up and down, man. I'm gonna give my mom her flowers while she in here. My mom was careful to mitigate my environment. Careful.
Say that.
To mitigate my my environment.
Mm-hmm.
Careful to mitigate what I was involved in. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'm following the blueprint that was already given for me.
Right.
I'm gonna knock on this wood right now. I've never been arrested. I've never been involved in anything crazy.
Me neither.
Because my mother and my father set the precedent and mitigated my environment. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
To address what Fox was saying, we saw that my brother, like, it was literally at the same time that the verdict was being given.
Yeah.
That girl got shot.
Yeah, I think we
literally at the same time
earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
We touched on that earlier too.
To jump back on what I was saying, I give props to my mother, and I give thanks and blessings to my mother and my father for mitigating my environment and making me who I am. It's because of them. Because I can pinpoint the moment in my life where I had to make a decision, and I think my life would have been completely different had I not relied on what I grew up knowing to be right.
Yeah.
I can literally pinpoint it.
Yeah. There's no greater superpower than knowing when the fuck to leave. There's no greater superpower than that. Yeah. And your parents teach you that when it's time to go, it's time to go.
And I was all the way wrong.
I'm out.
I'll paint the scenario for you. I was about to get jumped. They tried to jump me. I got away. I ran and got my squad. Thorough. Them cats was thorough, and we went riding, trying to find homie. God allowed me not to find him that day because I think had it started that day, I would be a completely different person.
Yep.
Completely different person. And honestly, I never went back to them. I never said, let's do this again, because honestly, I know where I come from and I know how my parents raised me.
Yep.
It could have been completely different for me.
Yeah.
And I give props to my mom and my father. Straight up. So I will be that 360 parent from my daughter as well.
Yeah.
She's not going to be on somebody's news feed with her fingers in the air or twerking somewhere looking crazy when God forbid there's ever a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just have a little fun real quick, man, because I think we've been hella serious. It's been ultra serious the whole pod. We got about 15 left. So I wanted to,
Rob, let me be clear. Oh, we was all in. Let me be clear. We was all in. We was gonna hurt them dudes. Let me be thoroughly clear. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm thankful it didn't happen because I think that would have been the point in my life where I would have went left. I'm dead serious.
Yep. So, like I was saying before we did we miss anything in the 420 segment? We didn't even have that. So I don't smoke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and give my man his flowers. Okay. Happy 420, D-Rock.
Thank you guys. Everybody out there. I think Victor
give him his flowers.
Jr. He was out there hoping for a shout out. Shout out to you, my brother, for shouting out 420. You're a good guy. I appreciate you. I actually learned about 420. I learned the whole story about it, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Are you gonna share it?
I actually don't know it.
If y'all want to know, okay. So listen. It was these 5 white guys in San Rafael High School. It was San Rafael High School in 1971. They were all smoking weed on a high wall at their school, and they decided to give me a second. I've been smoking. So they decided that, we should go find this hidden place that has like all this cannabis growing. It's by a U.S. Coastal Guard spot that is abandoned. So they said they were going to all meet up at 420 because they all had played sports and all that. So they met at 420 on 420 to go searching for that place. And from that point on, ever since they came back, they made that like the thing. If they wanted to get weed, if they were smoking, if you were high, if you were looking to get high, they used the word 420 for everything. And then they made it a national holiday that on 420 you smoke weed, and then at the time of 420, on 420, you light up. So that was their reasoning for it. They have paperwork, documents, everything.
I hope they patent that shit.
Oh, it's very real. They definitely did all that. I just read about that today, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
So I light up for them.
You know the little star that goes by? The more you know.
We need that. You feel me? That would be fire. But yeah, I learned that, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Man,
That's okay.
so to everybody that's in the text, that's 420. That's 420 out. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
Just like my man D-Rock is enjoying himself.
Thank you.
Know where your weed has come from. I'm just saying.
Yes,
that's how they got. That's how they got DMX.
Very
true. They got DMX.
Very true.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Grow your own.
Dangerous Dame got did like that too. Dangerous Dame was one of the dopest rappers in Oakland, California, and Oakland, California here is history. And he got his weed laced, and he was never sent.
Yeah, I used to tell my son, my one adult one, I used to tell him when he go out to party because he was in college, I would say, hey, watch them roll in front of you if you're gonna do it. You gotta watch them roll it in front of you, so you can see from beginning to end what's in it.
And I don't even smoke. I say roll it yourself.
I got offered a lace joint at a Currency concert. White dude walked up on me with a joint and said, "You fuck with that powder?" I said, "No, sir." I told him to put that back. Handed it over to two girls. Listen, handed it over to two girls, and them girls was messed up. I'm talking about tripping out, seeing shit, walking in the walls, all kind of shit. They went from dancing, shaking ass and all that to running in the walls, screaming and hollering, scratching themselves. I mean, it was crazy. So I was like, I thank God I have a smart mind to think, no, I don't want to do that. I ain't with the experimental shit.
They used to call them Woolies back in the day.
Yeah, now they're called Foolies. Yeah,
they
called
full-on
Grimmies.
Grimmies.
Oh, y'all call them Grimmies on the West?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. On the East Coast, they were called Woolies, and that's like back in the early 90s. Early 90s, late 80s, they were called Woolies. You know what I'm saying? And then so cats didn't know what crack was for real.
So y'all be safe out there. Y'all smoking. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all are.
Be
a lot
safe.
Of y'all get your own shit, make your own shit. A lot of y'all are cannabis enthusiasts, entrepreneurs out there. So you know what time it is. So keep doing your thing. Okay, so I wanted to start a segment. I want to start a new segment, and it's called Ask Dr. Sam. Since Sam is the only female that's on the panel, right? So I wanted to ask Sam a question. We're going to take turns asking Sam questions. So this week I'm going to start it because I want to know the answer to this question. Okay.
Okay. So just off the, I can't think about it.
Right. No, I'm just gonna ask.
I already got my question ready.
So let me. So Sam.
Okay.
When you ask you being woman, right? You asked me, hey, what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. Should we do this and that? And I answered the question. But then you tell me that's not good and you provide an answer to the question. Why? Yes. Why does it happen?
Yes, this is often that we have to do this. We basically are saying your answer is trash, but at least I asked you first.
Fuck you asked me for then.
Like I had to ask you because
what you asked me for?
No, that's the thing. I'm asking you because you have to feel like I'm asking you, but really your idea was dumb. It was stupid.
But you already knew from the game. Hold on. You already knew from the game. You already knew from the game. That is not true, right?
No, I feel you. No.
We give you a choice.
We're responding. We're not necessarily responding to you.
No, but listen, you let me finish.
No, she's Dr. Sam. So I'm talking to my therapist right now.
Let me finish my explanation. Okay, this is what happens. I'm just putting an example. Your honey will ask you, babe, do you want to go to Olive Garden tonight, or do you want to go to Red Lobster?
That was my question. Why do y'all know where y'all want to eat? How come y'all never know?
Hey, set the table, right?
Listen, hold on. You see, you add too much. No.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to do this one. So in her mind, she might be like, that would be really cool if we could go to Red Lobster. So she's hoping you say Red Lobster.
And then when you say
Red Lobster Garden, they were like, no, you're dumb. We're going to Red Lobster.
Then just say Red Lobster. Guys are simple. For real. You be like, I want Red Lobster. We'd be like, cool, sound good to me. Let's go.
I'm trying to answer. You keep interjecting. I need to finish.
Don't feel like you gotta patronize me and ask me the question when you know where you want to go.
No, we don't feel like it
don't make no sense.
No, hold on. It's not. We're not purposely patronizing you. I'll say that. I think what's happening is we don't want to feel like we're always we're going to Red Lobster. So we'll kind of make
that's what you want to do.
That's what you want to do. Ultimately,
but we don't want
you want to do that. You setting the table for this shit, and you know where you want to go. I have no problem with you making the decision that you want to go somewhere. Okay, say you want to go there, and then we go there. But don't give me a fucking option, and then turn around and then tell me when I say that I want to do this, and you go, nah, I don't want that. What the hell you tell me this shit for then?
You don't understand.
Why did you ask
You're not even invested in my answer. You don't want to answer for me.
Because here's the thing.
You don't want it. It's all fake. It's fake shit. Don't do that.
I want to hear your opinion.
Here's what we rather you do. Here's what we rather you do. hey, I want Red Lobster. If we're not feeling Red Lobster at the time, we're gonna be like, are you sure? Nah, I'm not really feeling that tonight. And then we figure it out. Don't ask us what we want, because then we feel like the onus is on us, and we're gonna be like, you know what? Waffle House sound great. You know what I'm saying? And you be like,
no, this is what
Waffle House.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, listen, we're gonna have to get this together. You ask me a question, I will answer it, and then I will offer you a solution to your problem, because it's on you. It's not really us.
But you were the person who initiated the question.
That's my whole point, bro. If you know what, this situation is different. If I go, hey, I had a taste for Red Lobster, but I know you like Olive Garden. So where would you like to go? And then you say
totally
that.
Makes sense at that
you
point.
Bringing the question to me in the same manner. And you say, babe, I know you like Red Lobster. Whatnot. It's either that or either Olive Garden. It doesn't matter. You know what? Red Lobsters do sound hella good. Oh no, no. You want to go to?
I really want to Olive Garden.
Once again, I'm trying to explain to you that even if we were to do stuff, sorry.
No. I'm telling them to shut up so you can speak.
I'm not talking. Go ahead.
Oh. Okay, this is what I'm saying. If we even came like that nightlife, then it would still feel like we were Deboing you guys. So what we do is we're asking your opinion because we genuinely want your opinion. But if it's the wrong answer, it doesn't line up with my opinion.
You see how an opinion turns into an answer? That's how it does. But what's funny is though, this is what Sam's trying to put to you guys, and you guys are not getting. It's plain and simple. It's right in your face, guys. She wants you to be able to read her mind and go, "Yo, you're thinking Olive Garden right now. I know you are. Got it. All right, you thinking a little bit of Red Lobster too. Did you want the biscuits? Got it. Let's get going. What else?
Are
do you
you
need?
ready for how you should answer this question?
Yes.
Go ahead. What is it?
Okay, this is what you say. Babe comes up to you. Hey, babe, do you want to do Red Lobster tonight or do you want to do Olive Garden? This is what you say.
Whatever
babe.
you want.
Oh, no. This is what you say. Babe, I don't even care what we eat as long as I'm with you.
Oh, my God.
Hey, this is what you do with that answer.
I'm going to tell you what my beautiful, wonderful wife is going to say to that. Well, I don't know which one I want.
Thank you. That's why you take that answer and you throw that shit out.
And then you right back where you started, because you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna go, "Okay, cool, Red Lobster." And she's gonna be like, "No, Olive Garden."
No.
What you asked me for?
Have any of you tried what I just said? Have any of you tried what I just said?
If I say that to that,
you have not tried it the way I said.
Listen,
I've tried this exactly.
Listen, there's one thing I know about that girl. She is not into the cheesy at all. If I say that to her, she can look at me like this.
That would be.
It doesn't have to be
biggest,
cheesy. You know why?
The most massive crock of shit.
You don't do it enough. So that's
if you said that.
No, you understand. I tell her, I give her affirmation every day.
My wife doesn't like pump fakes. She don't like pump fakes.
Every day.
You do that. I do that. It will get shut down anyway. So it's like, no. She'd be like, come on now. You really just say that?
This the move. So this the move Sam looking for. She looking for you to dig in your pocket, grab your card, and go, here you go. Just do whatever you want to do. Just go ahead and take it and do what you're going to do. Buy whatever you're going to buy. Come back with my bill.
Bring me a doggy bag.
Yeah, just give me something, please.
This is what I need you to say.
Mercy.
That was one. I need you to also, this is another option.
Okay.
Babe, I really like insert whatever restaurant, but I don't care where I'm at as long as I'm with you.
That's just a remix of what you just said.
Yeah, now you just insert.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how this conversation goes.
I'm gonna get a nice baseball cap.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sam, you said. Say it again. God, I want to hear it. I want to make sure I say it right. Go ahead, say it again.
Okay, babe.
Yeah.
I really like insert the restaurant that you like.
Got it.
But really, I don't care about which one we go to because as long as I'm with you.
Okay. All right. So Sam, let me hit you with the rest of the same lines. Babe, I don't mind going to Wendy's restaurant as long as I'm with you, baby. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna be good? We going to Wendy's. That's what I'm on.
Okay, so hold on. We need to work on your tone, first of all.
Jesus. Lord have mercy.
No, and listen.
This is why we are from two different planets.
Mothers, sisters, girlfriends, wives. I want you guys, we got to be on the same page. We're willing to work with them. They're not used to doing this. But you have to, it's a little more, I need you to believe it, D-Rock. Like, don't say it sarcastically. I need you to be like, hey, girl. Like, just throw some ad-lib in there. Yeah.
By that time we're hungry and we don't care.
Yeah.
When you say stuff like that, then that's what it.
By that time we hungry.
That's gonna be brought up again in about 2 months.
Okay. Which reverts back to my original answer, which is here's the card. Just go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
No, I'm gonna tell you how my wife does it. Right? What you want to eat? I don't know. I'm good. What you? I'm good with whatever. She's like, I'm like, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Then I start naming stuff. And
that's like, what you got to do.
No. What do you want?
Okay.
They always want to stop us about to close in like 10 minutes.
I love this question because a lot of men have this question. I have 2 answers. Well, no. I have an answer and then I have a solution.
Okay,
here we go. The nut, because you guys keep poop-pooing at my ideas, but you ain't never tried them. So, men, when you're asking,
I'm going to record this for you, just so I'm going to do it and record it and send it to you, just so you can see her facial expression when she look at me like I'm a cornball. But go ahead.
Yes. Okay, you're not going to be a cornball. I promise you. You just feel like because you're not used to doing this. Okay, listen. When you ask a woman what she wants to eat, and you offer up a suggestion, and she's like, nah, and then you do another one, nah. Why are you still going? She never said you had to keep going.
But then this is what, okay.
Yes, she does.
Hold on.
Let's remove here. Let's remove here. Hold on. Let's remove here. Let's remove here. Hold on. Hold on. Let's remove here. Then I bounce it back. Yo, so what do you want? I don't know.
Facts.
Okay. Now let's hear Sam's answer. Go ahead, Sam. I want to hear this.
Listen to me. I was trying to finish and say, if you have a woman that wants you to keep going in whatever reference that may be, she might say, keep going, Sandman. She might, like Nightlight said.
No, it's normally this look right here.
Okay. So,
just saying.
What this means is, I need you to run down a list in your head of what's popping up in your head, and I'll see if that's what I want to eat.
Sam.
Once again, mental telepathy. You do that. Know what she's thinking.
Sam, this situation applies to everything. Hey, you're out and you're shopping, and you go, hey, do you think this looks good? And you go, yeah, that actually look pretty cool. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, okay.
See, my question is
why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Okay,
I'm obviously not part of the decision making in this process. Why the hell are you asking me this shit?
No, you were inadvertently. But you were.
Oh my God. I swear to God, I'm glad I'm not paying for this therapy session because this man, I'd have been.
So let me finish the Sandman's because I think yours is a little different. Nightlife, you a little different.
But it applies to everything.
No, not necessarily.
It does.
To any decision making possible, especially when it's something when you given options. You given options. I tell you what I want the option to be, and you say I don't want that option. What the hell you give me the options
what I have on and what I like? That's different. Okay, let me do the food.
Then why did you?
Food.
Okay, go ahead.
Mine's simple.
Here's an option. Here's something that you can do to kind of make that solution.
Mm-hmm.
What you can, there's two things you can do. You can just say, we eating tacos.
Thank God.
Oh.
I promise. Thank
Okay.
God.
I want you to record you doing this so she understands.
Sometimes that doesn't work.
It's happening. That
Please,
might be the
please
perfect
record
TikTok
it.
video.
Yes, please, because I want her to see
No.
this so she understands.
Aggressive. If we just be aggressive in situations like, hey, we going to eat here. Shut up. And then you're going to be like, well, how dare you that big this?
See, who says shut up?
What is happening? What is happening?
See, y'all be taking it.
Because by this time, we are so frustrated because you asked us our opinion. We've offered a solution. You don't want our solution. We bounce it back to you to give a solution. You say, I don't know, and then bounce it back in our court. We pick another solution. You still don't like that solution. This shit is like the endless matrix. It's crazy. It's insane.
It's not. It's not.
Oh,
it makes all the sense in the world.
No, it doesn't.
It makes all the sense. Listen.
No.
Oh my.
Okay. Oh my God! Night Life is about to have an aneurysm.
Oh my God!
Let's move past because I feel like we're never gonna get past. It's gonna be a long time.
Can I
I just got one simple question. I just got something easy and simple. When is it okay for a girl to pass gas or blow your bathroom up? When is that like? When are we like, okay, you could do that and I'm not mad at you? When is that okay?
Why are you asking her that?
The sooner the better.
Because a girl did that to my bathroom. I want to know, when is that okay? That's disrespectful. I feel like my eyes.
No, the sooner the better.
That's a you thing, though. That's not for.
That's a woman thing. When is a woman allowed to just be okay? When is a woman just okay? When does a woman feel comfortable enough to do that? I wonder when a woman is comfortable enough to just do that. When is she just able just to, hey, I want to blow gas in your bath?
What gives you the right to ever think that you can come shit at my house?
Yeah, when is it comfortable? When did you feel comfortable in front of a man that you was with when you was like, yo,
I mean, to be fair, that happens now that you're married.
That's
once again, y'all married. Like, I ain't married. So back to my question.
For you, I think it's like, it's got to be once you're in a steady relationship, you just seen her in the morning in the bonnet. You know what I'm saying?
I see girls in the morning with a bonnet on a one-night stand. That doesn't work. We're back in that Sam's court. Let's go, Cam. What you got?
No, first of all, for you guys to have the audacity to try to tell a woman when she can shit and fart is...
I'm not saying when she can. I just want to know when she doesn't feel
comfortable
really
to do that.
You know how much we hold that stuff around y'all?
So you telling me first night she could just blow ass all in my shit? Like, that's just cool?
I'm saying the sooner you know that that's what she is, then...
She gotta go. You're right. She gotta go. You just blew ass on the first night I met you. You gotta go.
She might be shitting flowers, so you never know.
Listen, don't you understand what Andre 3000 said? The roses really smell like boo, 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 boo. You got to go. Come on now. Stop playing. I need a real answer.
That's kind of like that's not a man. Like, that's specific to D-Rock. I think that's specific to him.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know.
I want help.
I know I held a lot of my idiosyncrasies for a while. And I think she did as well. It wasn't until we were absolutely comfortable with each other.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
some people, hold on, but some people get more comfortable quicker. Then that would also give you a red flag, like I just said. So D-Rock, you'll know
Because listen, I hold my stuff in even when I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? I can blow a kidney out from how hard I be holding it. I be seriously trying to hold it. I don't want to fart in front of a girl if I just met her. You feel me? So I feel like a girl should respect that the same way. She shouldn't be tooting all around me. Now, if you got a silent one, I don't hear or smell, then you're good all day. But if you don't know what you're going to produce on that moment, you need to really think about yourself and really what am I going to do here?
He said,
because I'm going to judge you. And as a comedian, I'm going to talk about you. So I just feel me. You got to understand what you're coming into over here. And that's for any woman that's out here watching. Understand?
I would never. I would never
talk about you.
I would never on a first date if I went over to a chick's house. I would never shit at her house. I would never.
Feel me?
I'll go outside.
Bro,
I will go. I will get in my car and drive to the nearest restaurant and handle my business and come back. I'm not doing that. Bro, that's a deal breaker.
Like as if
that'd be a deal breaker. Yo, you really just running up in here like it's good?
Girl, you ain't got no more freshener in there.
I'd be like, hey, yo, I really gotta go. Something just happened. I do that. I dip. I can't come back. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have to look him in the eye and tell him what happened. What'd you do? I had to go shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound right.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Hey, if you're gonna do that first date, leave my house. Get in your car and go. Get in your car and go home.
Sam, you're supposed to be Dr. Sam. That's why I asked you the question, Dr. Sam. I needed some help, but I guess you know what I'm saying. You ain't ready for that. That was too much. All right.
Well, I will thank Dr. Sam for opening up her practice to us and not solving a damn thing. But it's fine.
Appreciate
I love the fact that this is going to be a regular segment because this absolutely is. So think of your man question.
Fresh question next week.
Oh my gosh!
Look, you might want to consult your colleagues. You know what I'm talking
about? Yeah,
you got to bring.
Had him on standby.
Absolutely. I'm about to. I can phone a friend real quick.
Right.
We'll give it up. We'll give it up to the chats. We'll let the chats ask one. We'll do that next week.
I saw a ton of them and I was like, oh my god, you guys are throwing all kinds of them at me.
No, we'll be all day because then you're gonna give them a bunch of non-answers.
Well, we would be all day too with you guys.
Oh my god. Oh, my Lord have mercy.
This all goes back to the Bible.
What?
Let's just move to the next segment. What else?
What does the Lord have to do with this? All right.
Why we don't understand each other?
We're about to hit. Okay. Yeah.
See how y'all be okay. Y'all be hating on me. Next segment.
Okay. Yeah. So we're running up on the 2-hour mark. So I think we should put a pin in it tonight. Thank everybody who have joined us tonight, kicked it with us, likes, hearts, and shit, comments. Dope. Thank you, Dr. Sam, for nothing. And thank the esteemed panel for everything. So now it's about that time that we always have. Well, we have Sandman's trash ass sign off.
Not trash.
It's absolutely.
I need snaps in the chat. Snaps for everybody. In the chats, I want you to put snap emojis up. I don't even know if that exists.
There's no snap emojis. That just shows y'all trash is. If what he says is trash, put a trash emoji in the chats, please. Put a garbage can in that shit. A waste basket.
Look, I'm a freestyle based off of what your boy Donnell said. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put him on screen.
That's real. That's real. I appreciate you, Donnell. That was real advice right there.
Oh,
taking that all the way in.
Wait, y'all messing up my rant. If her fart stinks and the insides is rotten, but don't act like it's forgotten that maybe you might be a little rotten on the outside as well.
I like that.
Hey,
you don't put out
nightlife. You got like a doo sound like a.
If you don't send a search party out to find where that bullshit was going,
I usually be on your side.
Put an ATV out on that bullshit. Please find it. I don't know where that was going. I don't know what that meant.
Salmon, a real one.
Can I get the trash emoji? Can I get the waste basket emoji?
There we go. Victor Godwin Jr.
Trash, please.
Goodwin Jr.
Y'all need to
You're a smart brother.
That man is on a
Oh my god!
I fucks with you for that one.
Boom, right there.
That was doo-doo.
Yes.
Great doo-doo. He even gave you a little roll with it because you need to wipe that up a little bit.
He was talking about the boo boo.
He hit you with the Chris Tucker. He hit you with the Chris Tucker. He hit you with the Chris Tucker. He said, "Wipe yourself off."
Hey, Fox. I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me put Fox up here. I don't know.
That might be trash too. We appreciate you. That's good.
Oh, here we go.
Right. No, he said that's recycled. That means it was something new. You know what I'm talking about?
That's not recycled. What are you talking about?
Because the
garbage
can
put it in the trash.
Foxhouse shot it at the trash and missed, and then recycled it back in his hand and threw it in the trash all the way. We appreciate you, Fox Styles, for that. We know you was always down. Yeah, we know you right.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Close
man.
the loop, baby.
What people got coming up? What y'all got coming up? You
Oh
know,
yeah,
before we
let's
go
do
out?
just
Let's
my
do
people.
that.
Just my
What
people.
people?
Well, go ahead, D.
Oh, me. Oh, I was trying to open up for everybody else. Well, I leave for Vegas on Friday. I go down and do the 420 Cannabis Festival out in Vegas. It's going to be at the Extreme Comedy Club on Saturday the 24th. I'll be there at 8 p.m. Me and my boy Shannon Battle. Shout out to him. Me and him going to go out there and kill it. Also, my boy Legs Malone, he's going to be out there as well. He's a killer as well.
Okay, let me pause and just say just how dope of a name that is.
Legs Malone.
That's a dope name.
Hey, he's funny as heck too. That boy is smooth. So yeah, I'm gonna be out there. I got that going on. I got 2 shows at the Extreme Comedy Club on Sunday.
Hey.
So I'm very blessed, very happy to be out there doing all this work. I enter myself also into the World Series of Comedy. Hoping to hear back from them about possibly getting on in Oregon or Colorado. So, praying for that.
All right. Sam, what you got?
You know what? My business is going really well, and so we're looking at some expansions.
Yeah.
I'm just really happy right now, making my own way.
Downtown.
Helping out the people that need it the most.
Sam sells drugs. She's taking over blocks. That's what she means. She's expanding the business.
What you doing?
She about to knock Franklin Saint off.
Nightlife, I'm gonna need to holler at you later. Like, you, come on.
She said, "What you doing on my corner?"
Yeah, funny, man.
And Sam, I am gonna have to smack a bitch.
Find out. It's next Tuesday.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Sam need to be in like a charity boxing event. She need to get some steam off. She mad. She got some anger inside her.
No, I do not.
Sam, Nightlife, what you got? I'm about to call myself.
All right. I'm gonna put in the chats. My single is out. Realize Lies. Please make sure you go ahead and pick that up. It is on Bandcamp. I am promoting Bandcamp because I see my team will see most of the proceeds. Not me. My team will see most of the proceeds. If we go through Bandcamp, please support through Bandcamp. Bye. Pick it up. It's dope. People like it. People love it. People responded.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody that's on the squad. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Me.
Sam, man, what about you?
Go ahead and throw it on the screen.
All right.
Hey.
Sound without focus is just
Uh-oh. That's dope.
Wow.
I'm super excited. I'm
Wow.
Focused. That's
That
hard.
would be a major
time Grammy winner, 5-time Grammy winner. Focus. I'm
That's
super excited.
huge.
We'll be a guest judge in the gauntlet.
Yes, sir.
Shouts out to you, man. That's huge, man. That's real huge. For real.
Yeah.
Bruh. So we get to see that. We get to see that greatness up close and personal. Damn, know how to speak. So I'm really looking forward to that, man.
You saw he was in the pictures with.
Yeah. There's some
Just
heavy
saying.
hitters. Yeah,
Now, trivia for you guys. What I didn't know is Focus produced Get Stupid. Even though Mac Dre in the song says Dr. Dre did it, no. That was Focus.
Wow.
Did not know. And I said something to him when I spoke with him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Focus. I spoke with him. I was like, man, it's dope that you had something to do with that song because I saw it on his credits. He's like, no, bro, I produced that song. I was like, Word. Okay. Good to know.
There you go. That's dope. That's huge right there.
Yeah.
I
So
never
tell
do
them when
that.
they can join us, Sandman, please.
Oh, you can join us next Thursday. We should have seen it in the
I know, but still,
teaser,
you
but
gotta tell people.
next
shit.
Thursday, April 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
We gotta do the church programs. Let them know
It's on
let them know what's
Facebook,
coming for the
it's
church.
on YouTube, it's on Twitch, and it's on Instagram simultaneously. We simultaneously broadcast to all 4 of those platforms.
Wow.
Come on, holla at us. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Come on.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us again. Yeah, you tell them excited about 2 weeks.
They don't
from
want
now.
to. They don't want us to leave,
Right?
it. You know what I'm saying?
Difficult roads often lead to most beautiful destinations. Shoot your shot. Go for the win. You might make it. Peace.